Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, let's get you out the door here on this Monday and updated on the latest with your weather forecast, because we are starting off with a big cool down that is arriving across the Beehive State right now. In fact, temperatures by later today will be about 10 to 20 degrees cooler across northern Utah than where it was yesterday afternoon. So it's definitely going to be noticeable. Pack the sweatshirts and the hoodies this morning. You'll need them throughout the afternoon hours. Now we're looking at plenty of sunshine and overall fall-like temperatures to continue as we move throughout the rest of this week. So it's going to be a very fall-like week. We're just going to start off on the chilly note, and as we go throughout the week, we'll see some sunshine, but there are a couple of storm systems I'm tracking for Utah as we go throughout this week that could have some impacts on our local weather. So as we look at the weather map now, we did have this front really plow through the area quickly last night, and in fact brought us some showers along the Wasatch Front, even brought a couple of high Uinta mountain snow showers out there, but most of that is pushing off to the east now. Now we've got that northwesterly flow and that much cooler air that continues to work its way on into the area. As we look at your temperatures out there, you'll be able to see we've got 40 degrees now in Logan, 46 in Salt Lake City, more of the 50s off towards the southeast half of the state. So that tells me that cold air advection, as we like to call it, is beginning to advect its way into the Beehive State. You're going to notice it later on today. You may notice a little bit this morning, but today we're looking at high temperatures only into the mid-50s across northern Utah today, so much cooler than the mid-70s we saw yesterday afternoon out there as we look at mostly sunny skies as the skies will clear out as high pressure builds in. As we look into southwest Utah, highs will be right around average at 77 degrees today, so pretty nice weather even across the southern half of the state. Here's a look at some of the numbers in your hometown. About 58 in Vernal, looking at only in the 40s up there towards Rock Springs, but we'll be in the mid-50s in Wendover, low 60s around Cedar City, upper 60s for Moab. And there you see those mid-70s there as you get into lower Washington County. Now tonight with clear skies, we get perfect radiational cooling conditions. It's going to set us up for one of the coolest nights we've seen so far this season. And I think we're going to see a lot more 30s out there on the map, even a lot more 20s in the higher elevations. And that is concerning. So yes, we're going to be in the 20s here from Lake Town over towards Peter Sinks. But notice Logan, I've got you down to 28 degrees by tomorrow morning, 32 degrees in Wellsville. So, yeah, we've got the potential of some freezing temperatures across the northern Wasatch Front. Therefore, we've got a freeze watch that's in effect here from eastern Box Elder County down across portions of Ogden, Layton, and the Bountiful. So the northern Wasatch Front, meaning we could see the growing season come to an end tonight. Northwesterly flow ushers in that cooler air today, but we get a westerly flow tomorrow, so we start to rebound those temperatures. But then we turn our attentions to this cutoff low pressure that moves in for the middle of the week. Notice the track off towards the far south, but enough to give a few showers across southern Utah. This will be a quick moving system, but Wednesday night into Thursday, especially for areas south of I-80, there will be a chance of a few isolated showers. Then we'll turn our attentions to the north and west as we get towards the weekend. A stronger system for the second half of the weekend looks to bring us more unsettled weather conditions, particularly across northern Utah as we get towards the second half of the weekend. So Futurecast timing out that first system for us pretty closely here, showing us high pressure clearing the skies out as we go throughout today. Lots of sunshine. As it slides to the east, we have that sunshine, but notice the red lines show up. That means the winds switch out of the south, and that starts to pull in some moisture with that upper low by Wednesday morning, and we'll see the chance of some isolated downpours developing, especially south of I-70 by the time we get towards your Wednesday. So with that first system, fairly light precipitation amounts and mainly south of I-80. That second system, more heavier precipitation, especially north of I-80, and we're looking at a particular chance of seeing 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain, so maybe another decent rainmaker by then. So St. George will be in the mid to upper 70s the next few days with sunshine. Here comes that isolated storm chance as we get into your Wednesday. Right now, I've got some nice weather, though, just in time for the weekend. The Wasatch Front, much cooler today, only in the 50s. My. We'll be in the 30s tonight. 60s, though, return for your Tuesday with that slight rain chance Wednesday and the Thursday. Better chances for rain late Saturday and the Sunday. All right, let's get a quick check here on your traffic here as we've been watching a couple of incidents here. We were watching Timpanogos Highway. Looks like it's back open now, but sadly looks like we did have a fatal accident that occurred there at this intersection, at least earlier this morning there. But the good news is that looks like things are back to moving along on this stretch of roadway. But still, just make sure that you are aware that there still could be some things taking place there due to the investigation of that accident. Otherwise, I-15 northbound in Draper showing us traffic is moving smoothly this morning, and thankfully the roads have dried out from some overnight light showers. Let's look at your latest traffic and weather. We'll have more updates coming up, but for now, let's get you back over to Matt and Alyssa.